Hey there, Cardinals. Today we're going to talk about comparing and ordering numbers. Comparing and ordering numbers. When we compare things, what we're trying to do is we're trying to see which thing is larger and which one is smaller, okay? Or if they have an equal or equivalent value, okay? So when we're comparing numbers, we're trying to find which number is greater and which number is less. We're going to use these symbols to show if a number is greater or less. The symbol that opens to the left, if the mouth opens first, you see the opening that comes first, that is the greater than symbol. If the mouth opens after, you have the point first, that is the less than symbol. And then, of course, you know what an equal sign looks like. Now, a lot of times teachers will tell you, think of the alligator mouth, and the alligator mouth always opens to the bigger number. That's a great way of remembering it, but you need to know that when you read an inequality, for example, if you read something like this, you need to know that this says 87 is greater than 43. And this says 43 is less than 87. I want you to know. So when you see the opening, when you see the big part first, because we read everything left to right. So if we see that big part first, the greater part first, this is greater than. If we see the smaller part first, that's less than, okay? But again, you can go by thinking about the mouth opens to the greater number, okay? Whichever one the mouth wants to eat the bigger number, we can certainly do that. All right, so what do we do when we're going to compare? We're going to compare numbers. We want to determine which one is greater. Well, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to count the digits in the two numbers. That's the simplest thing to do first. Count the digits, because if one number has more digits than the other, it's gone to a higher place value, and it automatically is going to be a bigger number. Remember, the value of our places changes as we go to the left, okay? As we go to the left, our value increases. So if a number has 3 digits, it ends in the hundreds place. If a number has 4 digits, it goes to the thousands place, and thousands are going to be greater every time than hundreds. Okay, so the first thing, count your digits. Here's what I mean. I have these two numbers, 898, 1026. Well, this has real big digits, 8s and 9s. This has small ones, 1s, 0s, and 2s. That's got to be bigger, right? No, it doesn't. This only goes to the hundreds place. This has 4 digits and goes to the thousands place. Remember, that 1,000, right? That's 1,000. Hundreds only look like this. It takes 10 of these to make this one. So since it goes to the thousands place, that's going to be your bigger number. Mouth opens to the bigger number, and it looks like this. Now, how do we read that? Look, the tiny point is on the left. We read it this way. 898 is less than 1026. Okay? Simple? Yes. All right. Now, first step, count your digits. If they have different numbers of digits, that makes it easy. Second step, if the number of digits are the same, if we had 3 and 3 or 4 and 4 or 8 and 8, whatever it is, we want to work from left to right. Start all the way on the left of both. Look at the biggest place, and if they're the same, move in a place, and move in a place, and move in a place. And we're going to work from left to right until we find a difference. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Let me give you two numbers that have the exact same number of digits. All right, we have the number 52,000. Remember, we say 1,000 at the comma. 52,436. 52,741. All right, 5 digits here, 5 digits there. So now we've got to start at the place of the greatest value, start on the left, and work our way to the smaller ones. So here we go. I look here, I've got a 5 and a 5. Any difference? No. So I'm going to move into the thousands place. 2,000, 2,000. Any difference? Nope. Next place, hundreds, 4 and 7. Any difference there? Yeah, 4 and 7 are different. Which is bigger? 7 is bigger. Mouth opens to the bigger number. 52,436 is less than 52,741. Get the idea? Okay? So as you compare them, you want to work from the left to the right. I've got some here. Let's try these. Okay? We've got 9,999 and 10,000. Okay? Think about what we do first. Count our digits. Go ahead and count them. Any difference? Yeah, there is. Which one's bigger, 9,999 or 10,000? Yeah, it's 10,000. 5-digit number, right? 5-digit number is bigger than a 4-digit number. So this is less than that. Okay? Easy, isn't it? Yeah, you're smart. Okay, let's look at the next one. First step, let's count our digits. How many? 5. How many? 5. Okay, so now we've got to work from left to right. So 7, 7. Any difference? No. 2 and 2. Any different? I bet you were looking ahead of me. You already know it, don't you? 2 and 2, no difference, right? Let's go to the hundreds place. 6 and 3. There's a difference, isn't there? Which is bigger, 6 or 3? 6 is bigger. Mouth opens to the bigger number. Now this one we would read 72,631 is greater, because the mouth is big, we see the greater part first, is greater than 72,316. All right, next one. Woo, big numbers. Can you read them with me? Now, notice there's 2 commas in there. In each number, there's 2 commas. So the first comma is going to say millions, and the next one will say thousands. Read it with me. 4 million. We just read this like it is. 274, now we say 1,000. 836. 4,274,836. Over here, 4,274,835. Okay. 7 digits, 7 digits. No difference. Okay? So now we're going to work left to right. 4 and 4. No difference. 2 and 2. No difference. 7 and 7. No difference. 4 and 4. No difference. 8 and 8. No difference. 3 and 3. Still no difference. 6 and 5. Now we have a difference. Okay, which is bigger, 6 or 5? 6 is going to be larger. Okay? Mouth opens to the bigger number. Now look at these, 4 and 5. A little bit different. Okay, we learned about reading and writing numbers, and we can write numbers in standard form, which we've had all over here, or we can use expanded form. I've given you some expanded form on this side. Now, here's what I'd like you to do when you have expanded form. All right? When you have expanded form, don't try to do your comparison in expanded form. Switch it back to standard form. Okay? And the simple way to do that is make a place value chart. Okay? So if I have this, I'm going to make a real quick chart right underneath it. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. I say I have 4 places in here. Okay? What's my thousands number up here? It's the 5. 5,000. What's my hundreds number? It's 2. What's my tens number? It's 9. What's my ones number? It's 7. Now I can see my number is 5,297. Now I can compare them. Okay? Don't try to compare it while it's in expanded form. Switch it back to standard, then compare. All right, so now, 4 digits, 4 digits. Same. 5 and 5. Difference? No. 2 and 2. Difference? No. 9 and 9. Difference? No. 7 and 7. Any difference? No. They're exactly the same. And when they're the same, we're going to use the equal sign. They are equal or equivalent. Okay? Easy, right? All right. Careful now, because I'm going to try to trick you on this next one. So I hope you pay attention. All right. We have a number in standard form here. We've got expanded form over there. Okay? Now, I'm going to put my place value chart. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now, might you need to go to 10,000s or 100? You might. Depends on what your biggest number is. In this case, my biggest number is in the thousands. So you might need to go bigger. But in most cases, this will probably work. All right. Be careful when you fill in your chart here. Are these in the right order? Did you notice? Okay. my thousands number up here is not 8, that's not 8,000. My thousands number up here is what? It's over there. It's 6,000. I'm going to put a 6 here. What's my hundreds number? Can you find it? Yeah, there you go. It's 800. My tens number. There is no tens, are there? There's no 10 up there. So I'm going to put a what there? We can't just leave it blank. Can't squeeze it together. We're going to put a 0. We're going to put a 0. And then my ones number is going to be, of course, it's going to be a 4. It's going to be a 4. All right, so we have 6,804 on this side. Now let's compare. 4 digits, 4 digits. Any difference? No. So I'm going to work from left to right. 6, 6. Any difference? 6,000, 6,000? No. 8, 8. Any difference? No. 4 and 0. Any difference there? Sure there is. Which is greater? The 4. So it's going to open to the bigger number. 6,840 is greater than 6,804. All right, gang. When we are comparing numbers, okay, count the digits, work left to right if they're the same. Now, let's talk about ordering. All right, when we order numbers, what we're doing is we're comparing more than 2. We're comparing at least 3 numbers to have to put them in order. The thing you want to make sure you do when you're ordering numbers, pay attention to the directions. Because sometimes you're asked to put numbers in order from least to greatest, and other times you're asked to put numbers in order from greatest to least. So you have to pay attention to the directions. That's the most important thing. All right? So if I'm going to put numbers in order from, I'm going to put G to L, greatest to least. Greatest to least. I'm going to give you 3 numbers here. Let's see. 4,259, 4,529, 4,592. All right? What I have to do is I have to compare all 3 of them together at the same time. All right? You'll see. All right. They all have 4 digits, right? Yes, so we're going to start in the thousands place for all of them because they all have 4 digits. So I'm going to start. I've got a 4, a 4, a 4. Any difference there? No. All right? So now I'm going to go to the hundreds place. 2, 5, 5. Well, now there's a difference. Both of these have a 5. They have 4,500. They're both bigger than that one. That's going to be last. Okay? I know this one is going to be my last number. It's going to be the least because it only has 2 hundreds and they both have 5. So now I can leave this one out till I get to the end. All right, so in these, I've got 4,500, 4,500. Now I've got 4,520, 4,590, which is bigger. This one, so that one is going to be first. 4,592. This will be next, 4,529, and that one is last, 4,259. Okay? So we wanted to work from greatest to least, greatest number, and now the one that is least. Got to make sure you pay attention to which direction you're supposed to go, and I can't tell you how many times kids have missed that because they didn't pay attention to the directions. They're used to doing it one way or the other. Okay, you got to pay attention to your directions. All right, so now let's do another one. And on this one, we'll work least. Oops. Least to greatest. Now we want to find the smallest one first. And again, I'm going to go ahead and give you the numbers. I'll give you 3, 15,000, 87, 15,000, 78, 15,708. All right, so I've got these 3 numbers. 5 digits, 5 digits, 5 digits. Any difference? No. So I'm going to start in the greatest place on the left. 1, 1, 1. Differences? No. 5, 5, 5. Any differences there? Nope. Hundreds place. 0, 0, 7. Well, I want least first. Least first. These 2 are going to come first. That one's gonna be last. It's got a 7 in the hundreds place. It's the biggest number. I want that one last. So now I'm looking at these two. 150, 150, they're the same, 8 and 7. Remember, I'm looking for smallest, least, right? Which is smaller, 7 or 8? This one, this is first. 15,078. This is next, 15,087. This one is last, 15,708. Okay, so pay attention to your directions. The comparing part is easy. You guys can do the comparing part. Pay attention to the directions, which way you're supposed to go. Okay? All right, remember, first thing you want to do, count your digits. Always, that makes it easy. Okay? If a number has more digits, it's going to be a bigger number. Next, work left to right. Left to right. Greatest values are on the left, working to the right to the smaller values. Remember your symbols, greater than, you're going to see the opening first, right? The greater opening comes first, so that's why it's greater than. We read left to right. Less than, you're going to see the least part first. Equal sign. Okay? All right, gang. You did a good job today paying attention. We'll keep working hard. Click on the link, you'll see the worksheet.